I had a nagging feeling my wife was gearing up for a divorce, so I quietly protected my assets. 2 weeks later, she went ahead and filed, only to pull back when her strategy collapsed. Hey everyone, before we dive into today's story, I could really use your support. Our channel has been experiencing a drop in views lately, and hitting that subscribe button is one of the simplest, fastest ways to help us keep going. It costs nothing, takes 2 seconds, and means the world to us. Thank you so much for standing with us. Let's grow this community together. Now let's get into it. Hi folks, I've been quietly following posts in this community for quite some time, convinced I'd never have a personal story of my own to share. Life, though, loves throwing curveballs, and I've been carrying this weight for months. I finally need to release it. Let me be upfront. I'm not the type to overreact or imagine trouble where there is none. My wife, let's call her Sarah, and I had been together 6 years, married for 4. Our relationship felt strong, at least from my perspective. Sure, we had normal rough patches, but nothing ever signaled serious trouble. For the longest time we were that couple everyone envied, deeply connected, always on the same wavelength. We cracked up over our private jokes, debated endlessly about movie choices, and moved through life with an easy rhythm. She planned thoughtful date nights. I surprised her with her favorite meals after tough days. Everything just flowed naturally, like we'd cracked the code to a happy marriage. That's exactly why what happened next hit me like a freight train. The change started creeping in about 6 months ago. At first, they were tiny shifts, things most people would overlook. She suddenly started carrying her phone with her everywhere, even short trips to the laundry room or kitchen. Before that, her phone would lie untouched on the table for hours, no concern if anyone touched it. One afternoon I teased her. What? Are you running a secret operation now? She laughed it off, saying work emails had been relentless lately. Fair enough. But a few days later she added a passcode, something she'd never bothered with before. When I casually asked about it, she gave a vague answer about cybersecurity threats and hackers. I didn't push because I didn't want to seem controlling, but it felt strange. The odd behavior continued. She began stepping out of the room to take calls, something completely new. The phone would ring. She'd say, "Hang on, I'll be right back," and disappear into the bedroom or out onto the balcony. If I asked who called, it was always just someone from the office. Then I noticed another habit. She started placing her phone face down on surfaces. I hadn't realized how telling that gesture could be until one day I reached over to hand her something, and she quickly flipped it over, almost instinctively. It was quick, but it stuck in my mind. Emotional distance grew alongside the phone's secrecy. Our once effortless conversations became strained and shallow. When I tried discussing future plans, maybe a special anniversary trip, or whether we should start saving for a new vehicle, she'd respond with vague "sure," "maybe," before quickly changing the topic. Everything crystallized one afternoon when I decided to surprise her. She'd mentioned meeting a friend for coffee, and since I was nearby running errands, I thought it would be a sweet gesture to drop by. When I arrived,
We can't tell the full story in a short video. If you want to see the full story, click the link in the. Please subscribe to my channel.